Hey guys, Jessica Vega here. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today's video might look a little bit different than some of the ones we've been doing the past couple of weeks, and that's because this is real and true to my life and some of the things I've been experiencing. Not every video can be lighthearted about makeup and packing or even babies and gender reveals. Sometimes we find ourselves going through things in life that just have to be discussed. I've been traveling all over the country, from California to Florida and a few places in between. And in each place that I've gone to, there seems to be this common theme of everyone I run into, what they're experiencing. And that's confusion and searching. So that's what's brought about this talk I want to have today about when God says no. I think we all go through times in our life where we find ourselves experiencing loss of some sort. Now, I don't know what you're experiencing today. Maybe there's been a death in your family or someone you know. Maybe someone's sick and just can't seem to get well. Maybe you've experienced a miscarriage, or maybe even you've lost the opportunity for a job or a gig, a position or a part. Whatever it is, I assure you we have all been through something similar. You see, in each of these scenarios, we find ourselves searching and wondering, where are you, God? Don't you hear me? In sickness, we cry out for healing. We plead and pray. Sometimes, no matter how much we believe, it doesn't happen. We know that God can do it, but sometimes He doesn't. Other times we experience a loss in the family and we have unanswered questions and we wonder, God, can't you help me see your purpose in this? And it seems like crickets, like He's silent. Then there are other times where we find ourselves at the brink of life change. Maybe it's a position or a part that we've been planning on. Maybe we've already auditioned or even interviewed and we're just sitting around waiting for that phone call. Our pockets are empty, our bank accounts depleted, but we're filled with faith. This is our moment. But then that call comes and the voice we hear on the other end of the line doesn't say what we think they're gonna say. Instead, they say, I'm sorry, we've decided to go a different direction. What? That's when the insecurities and doubt and so many questions start entering our mind. Why, God? I don't see your plan in this. I don't see your purpose in this. You see, we say that we believe that God is good and that He is for us, but do we still believe that He's good even when He says no? We've gotten really good at saying the right things to each other and quoting, ask and you shall receive. But what about when what we're asking for are the right things, good things, and we still don't receive it? I believe that we find this answer in our beliefs. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of beliefs that have been given to us or imposed on us by a scholar or even a pastor or someone else that we know, like our parents. I'm talking about what we fundamentally believe deep down in our heart of hearts about God. You see, what we believe and how that plays out in our life is essentially who we are. And beliefs aren't just feelings. Beliefs are not made in the middle of a storm. Good, right decisions aren't made in the heat of a moment. I think this is no different than a fighter in a rink or a soldier on a battlefield. Those wars aren't won there in those moments. They're won well beforehand in the preparation. Let's take our time now to really see what it is we believe to be true about God. Common questions we ask ourselves is He here? Does He hear me? Doesn't He know that this silence is deafening right now? Now, we can talk about hearing from God and knowing His voice on a different day in a different talk. But today, I believe that not only is He here, and not only does He hear us, but that He is answering, and that sometimes in His goodness, His answer is no. I recently heard Matt Chandler say that it's only a selfish father that always says yes. And I believe that to be true, because what I know about God is that He is a good father. In fact, I believe that He is the best father. In being the best father, it's our best that He sees. See, our scope is so limited, and sometimes we look at situations and we say, but God, how could me losing someone I love, how could that be what's best for me? Or God, how could me missing out on this amazing opportunity, how could that be what's best for me? You see, our sight is so limited. We're so nearsighted. I believe that it is our perspective that is the part of this equation that is so off. We have become so entitled to what we believe we deserve. But I want to challenge you today in believing that the same God who sometimes gives us so much more than we could ever ask for or even imagine, that He remains the same in every situation, that He is for us. And not only is He for us and on our side and right beside us, that He has gone before us in every situation. Regardless of what questions you're asking and feeling like you can't find the answers to, I want to encourage you in this. I know that the same God who created you so uniquely and so intently, that He didn't create you just to leave you wondering and wandering, but that He created you to walk with you, to be beside you, to journey through each and every one of these experiences with you. He is begging you to trust Him. And today, I hope that you'll join me in really reveling in that, in taking time to appreciate and be thankful for a God whose love for us is unstoppable. He is relentless. One of the coolest things to me about God is that in a world where everything seems to be changing all the time, He stays the same. He doesn't waver. His love isn't fleeting. It doesn't change. And there's so much peace that comes from that. I pray today that you know that He is with you in the middle of the storm, that He has not forsaken you, that He's heard you, and that He is there. And as you begin to know and trust without a doubt that He is for you, I pray that you're so aware of His presence in your life. Truly allow yourself to ask those hard questions in these times. What do I believe about God? Do I believe He's good? And if I believe that He's good, can I trust Him to be good regardless of what I see? I hope this encourages you today. Thanks so much for joining me. We're in this journey together, and I would love to hear from you and learn from you. And until next week, I hope you have the best days yet. Bye!